Hey, what's up YouTube? Jared here, back with another video. I just want to say thank you guys for tuning in. And then for this video, I'm going to talk about why I decided to leave the US for Thailand. So as I mentioned in my first video, I used to work a shitty 9-to-5 job I hated. I was working at Chick-fil-A for about a year. And then, April of this year, I just kind of started to realize like this just wasn't the life for me. I hated the 9-to-5. I hated answering to a boss. I just hated everything about it. I wasn't happy. I was depressed. Didn't really have time to do the things I wanted because I was working all the time. And even then, I was still barely making, $2,000 a month on a good month, right? All right, boys. So as I had stated, April of this year came around. I kind of just decided enough was enough. I've seen all these guys on TikTok and Instagram, living in Thailand, living in these foreign places like South America. I always knew there's nothing really separated from me and these guys. They're not any smarter than I am. They're not any more capable than I am. So like I said, I decided enough was enough, and I just knew that, I was never going to get the dream life I wanted of being able to travel and make money online if I just kept putting in the same inputs and didn't change anything, right? You can't put in the same inputs and expect a different output. Life just doesn't work that way. So what I did was I literally did the math on like how many days I could work with, for saving up enough money to make it out here. So I think in April, I had originally planned to work until like July 20th. I think my last day of work was July 19th, and I still remember that my last day in America was July 21st, and I made it here in Bangkok the 23rd. But yeah, guys, I've been here for about three going on 4 months now. So for the first 2 months I was here, I was working like remote sales jobs, but obviously they were just commission based. There wasn't a salary or anything like that. So on those 2 jobs, I literally made $0. Actually, up until this month, it was looking grim. I was running out of money. I wasn't really tracking how much I was spending. I was just going out, going out with my girl, spending money, swiping the card. And then, time came around. I almost had no money in my bank. Luckily, this month, I actually ended a new sales job where I made a couple $1,000s. I almost went back home, but as I mentioned in one of my previous videos, I was talking to my good friend Ryan, and he told me, why is going home even an option? Luckily I listened to him. I didn't give up. I stayed here even though I had like literally no money. I actually had to have him Zelle me $35 because I was waiting for my commission check to hit for this month. But yeah, guys. But yeah, boys, life's been good. I've been here for 3 months now. I actually just went to Malaysia last week, so I've been traveling a little bit. Yeah, everything I used to dream about, it's finally happening. Obviously, there's still a ton more work to do. I want to make way more money. Move into a nicer place, travel to other parts of Thailand, and that's just kind of what I've been, working towards as of late. I've just been thanking God every single day for this life He's given me. My life's just been so much better over the last few months than it ever was back in America. I've just been happy. Like I just don't really like feel like the same like stuff like I used to feel back home. Like back home, there's so much politics and shit going on. Everyone's divided. Everyone fucking hates each other. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. Life's been way better since I've been here in Thailand, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.